Hello. I will introduce you some books from my library. The second book, which is important for me, I write. This is the book about the China. I write this book in 2010 and printed it 2012, 1 year before Mr. Xi Jinping Belt Road Initiative. This book is printed, and the name is interesting. The name is in Turkish is Çin, Bolvadin'den Beijing'e Anadolu Ankalarının Çin ejderleriyle tanışması. In English language is China, from Bolvadin to Beijing. Introduction to Anatolian Phoneix with Chinese dragons. And I try to explain in these books the last 28 years Chinese developments, because 1993, 1992 I communicate with China. Beifang's company, Norinco company, introduced me. Norinco company welcome to me China, and my first visit 1993, and after that I affected from Chinese civilization, Chinese business culture, and Chinese thinking way, and I try to explain everything in this small book. Frankly speaking, in this book is 400 page, but because of my first edition, we decrease many pages, and then this is the around I think 150 or 130 pages. Very small, very short book, because I write this small short book to read this book on the airplane. You will take this book in Turkey, you will take your pocket on the airplane, you will read. When you go to China, you will get some idea about the China. Why I write this book? Because 1992, 1993, there is no any kind of Turkish information about China. There is some books about China from the Eberhard and the Ankara Sinology Institute, but they are very academic books. There is no normal books like everyone can read, ordinary person can read. So that I feel myself, this is my responsibility to introduce Chinese culture to Turkish people, ordinary people. And I am trying my best in this book explain Chinese culture mainly, and also Chinese business way and Chinese developments, because I saw everything with my own eyes. I saw everything with my own eyes since 28 years, step by step. China increase business volume. China catch the high technology. Now the Chinese high technology is the in some areas. In some areas, is Chinese technology is number one, like artificial intelligence, quantum algorithms, quantum computers. Some kind of items is Chinese technology and science is now number one. So that this is very important to introduce this kind of developments to my culture, because my culture still don't know. I write this book 2010, and this book is printed is 2012, but still some people don't want to reading. I don't understand why, because maybe my cultures don't like to read. But I translate this in English. Maybe in future this will be translated in Chinese. Now I am explaining everything. I am trying to explain everything in English because this is a Turkish book and there is an English version. If you want to read English version, I will send PDF copy. Okay, so that please don't hesitate to ask me to send a PDF copy, because this is my aim to introduce Turkish culture, China, and Chinese culture, Turkey. Because the main important thing is now the world is the communication. The people don't communicate each other. This is the main problem. Nobody don't want to listen anyone. So that I am trying my best to understand the true and facts about China. And there is something I want to show you from the book, and I am sure that you will see the yes, this is my book, and then you will see that in this book you will see in this book everything here. Because importance of this book. This book is written 1 year ago. Mr. Xi Jinping introduction to Belt Road Initiative speaking, and there are some topics which is important. I think you will see these topics when you read this book. For example, Chinese age. There is a Chinese age coming. Number 58. Page number is 55. Made in China, Chinese age. Now I write this book 10 years ago, but now Chinese age started. Many technological revolutionary products on the market now, such as lithium batteries and artificial intelligence computers, also mobile phones and Huawei 5G technologies. So that you must understand and you must try to communicate with Chinese culture. And this is the only way to this just reading this book or this kind of book. Another important item here, now China don't want capital from the outside, because China is very rich now and China just need innovation ideas. And my books, I write this here, 56, number 56, page number 56. You can read that. Chinese people and Chinese companies don't want money from the outside now. Of course, they are accepting investment for high technologies, or of course they are accepting investment for another areas. But when I 28 years ago, when I go to first time to China, some small factories they offer me, and at that time very profitable. But now they don't want. They just want innovative ideas from outside. And another important thing is that Chinese quality in now in this Chinese age started. In this age, the Chinese quality standard is very high, and you will see that in future. I write in my book in page 55. You can read in this book. Uh, one day, there will be some products like some watch, some cars, some mobile phones. We cannot buy, very expensive, because the quality of the China is very high now. In future, you will feel this. And in this book, I try to explain this. China is coming, and I try to explain how China is coming, how China success this. So that this is a very simple book, And in this book, also there is some historical pictures. 28 years ago, Tianjin, and now is Tianjin. 25 years ago, Shenzhen, now is Shenzhen. You can compare this just looking the pictures, and this is helpful for you to understand how China is developed fastly and what is the way. And for this, how what we will do also, how we can modify to my culture, or how we can modify to Turkish government, how can modify this kind of things, because this is important. Okay, there is some other cultural things you can read in this book. As I said before, this is a small book, and the back side of the book there is something I write here. For example, in Turkish language, I will read now. Muhtemeldir ki kadim kent Bolvadin'in ruhu bizi bir başka kadim kent Beijing'e bir şeyler aramaya gönderdi. Belki de binlerce yıl önce Yunan krallarını yetiştiren Eflatun'un yaşadığı Amorium kentine Güneşin oğlu Çin İmparatoru'nun gönderdiği İpek yolu kervanının antik Polymbatus'a uğramıştı. Yani Bolvadin'e. Belki de o kafilenin yolcularının dileği de bir gün kadim kent Bolvadin'den bir misafirin Tiananmen meydanında e, Çin ejderleriyle tanışması olmuştu. Evet, kısaca yes, shortly, this is the book. When you want this book, you can find from the internet, or if you cannot find in English, I will send PDF copy. Uh, Thank you very much for your watching. Thank you very much.